got into the CEO suite?
Sure. So I call myself a professional CEO, and I even sometimes go so bold as to say I am an OD competent professional CEO. And I look back and carve up my career into 4 major chunks. In the 70s, I was learning. I was learning about computer science, economics, and math, and triple major as an undergraduate at UMass. And then I went on to the MIT Sloan School, where I had a triple concentration, computers, of course, and then strategy, but also organization development. I came across a survey that had asked graduates who were 20 years out of school what they wish they had taken more of, and OD was off the chart. So I just took all the OD courses I could, not even knowing what the heck that was. So I got to study, it turns out, with some of the masters, Ed Schein, Richard Beckhardt, John Van Manen, pillars in the community of OD. So I launched into a career in the 70s, 80s, 90s with a company that was a startup within a startup. So the second part was putting all that I had learned to work. What I learned in that first bit was it's all about people. You got systems and strategy and so on, but it's all about people if you actually want to do anything. So in the 70s, 80s, 90s, I put all that to work and started out with a 13-person group here in the West Coast that was ultimately 2,000 people worldwide inside of an organization I helped grow to 10,000 people and $1 billion. And putting all that to work, it worked. And I said, hey, this stuff really works. But then I realized maybe it only worked because of where I was, or maybe I was lucky and I didn't really know what I thought I knew. So it was hard. It was really hard to decide to tell the world about it yet. So I decided I needed to prove it. So from the late 90s into the early 2000s, I figured I was proving it and honing it and saying, does this stuff that I think I know actually work? And it turns out I had a lot left to learn, but it did basically work. But I was able to hone it, tweak it, tune it up, and ultimately, in roles that I had with public, private, venture capital backed, and private equity owned ventures, generate over $1 billion in realized value and impact. So, hey, now it really works. And then from 2010 on, thanks principally to American University and the National Training Laboratories, NTL, asking me to consolidate what it is that I was doing that was different, that had not already been written about, that they could tell students about and other executives. And I call that the teaching, coaching, packaging phase of my career, where I'm now putting on paper and online in course material what I think I've learned that isn't already well known and communicated, and putting it in a form that others can use. So principally, I serve as a board member, advisor, coach, adjunct professor, executive educator, and that's what I'm currently doing, trying to sort of spread the word.
Love it. And that's why for our association, we're constantly trying to find